Hey kids, it's Mr. Fly here, hope you're well. Stuck in traffic on the big GS, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about today, because today I'm off to a show in High Wycombe, and one of the exhibitors at the show is going to be CCM. Clues competition machines. These are the people that make, well, used to make off-road bikes and now make sort of, where is it right to call them factory custom machines? They made the Spitfire last year, which sold like hotcakes, and now they've brought out a Bobber version of that, and that's going to be, I think, at this show. So stick around and stay tuned, and this will be my first peek at the CCM Bobber. So this show cum exhibition thing I'm going to see the bike is the rather pretentiously named Elite London. Now the fact that it's actually held in High Wycombe immediately kind of scuppers that headline, I think. But it's a strange show. It's the first year it's been put on. I suspect it might be the last. And it's all sorts of kind of lifestyle-y stuff. So it's there's some aircraft sellers there, which is what is at the airfield. There's people selling boats. There's people selling fancy chocolates. People selling cigars. Nice holidays, spa breaks, all that kind of thing. And basically it sounds like a load of old fluff, but I noticed in the exhibitors list CCM were going to be there with their new Bobber motorcycle, and that is something I'm interested in, given I don't live a million miles away from High Wycombe, and I managed to get a free ticket through my flying connections. I thought it'd be worth coming down just to see if I can have a first look at the bike. Now I did have a look at the original Spitfire at one of the bike shows. I think it was at the NEC the November before last. It was an amazing looking machine, beautifully built, and they only made 150 of those, and they sold like hotcakes apparently. Since then they've made other versions of the bike. They made a scrambler, they made a flat tracker, and this latest incarnation, the Bobber. So I'm not entirely sure what the setup is going to be here. Not sure if I'm going to be able to talk to you or the guys at CCM, but at least I'm going to try and get some images of the bike so we can have a look at it up close, see what she looks like. So stick around and stay tuned. Say again? Yep, no problem.
So here we are at Wycombe Air Park. This is a local airfield, one that I used to fly from as it happens. And when you go into this show, you get greeted by a whole load of advertising hoardings. It just gives you a bit of an idea of the sort of show you're in for when you see these various names up on the hoardings. Lots of fancy cars and helicopters for sale, or if you want to buy an aeroplane, you can buy a PC-12. There we are, that's a Pilatus turboprop, lovely aeroplane, and lots of others too. Not just planes and helicopters, but you could even buy boats here as well, and there are a couple more boats inside the hangars as well, if that's your bag, and of course lots of cars. I think this is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful car. Inside the hangar, lots of Honda NSXs, and to the side of those some Bentleys, and then in the background there is the new Tesla SUV, which is lovely. This is a GT40, not sure if it's the real thing, but it certainly looks really lovely, as does this, an AC Cobra replica, not the lovely lady in the little shiny skirt. That's lovely too. And here's that Tesla with the doors up, looks really fancy, and this is what it looks like inside. Really gorgeous, airy car. And then not only were the new cars but old too. Here's a fella dusting his absolutely beautiful Mercedes. It looked absolutely fantastic. But of course I wasn't here to look at cars, I was here to look at bikes, and I was pleased to say that there was this stand here that had some bikes on it as well as the CCM stand that I came for. This is a Panigale 1299, all in carbon, beautiful, and the show look isn't too posh, but it can't have promo girls, so great to see those there as well. It's not gone completely politically correct, I was glad to say. Here's a Harley, looks lovely. Anyway, I did find the CCM stand. This is it, and on the front here you can see on the left the new Bobber, which is what I primarily came to see, and the one on the right there's the CAF racer. Let's look at the Bobber first. Beautiful with the white wall tyres, absolutely a work of art, I think. If you want one of these, by the way, it's going to cost you £9,995 on the road. Looks absolutely fabulous with that exposed framework that they do, so you can see all the welds. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. Lovely, again, detail on the rear fender there, or mudguard, the carbon, and a lovely brown seat as well. I love what they do with the air filters, showing them off. Looks really, really cool. lovely rear sets, or as it's a cruiser, perhaps they're called forward sets, I don't know. But again, no detail not touched on these. Absolutely everything has been thought about and designed. Even that, look, where the brake caliper would be if it had a disc on that side, they put that little blanking plate. Looks absolutely great. And there's the instrument panel. Moving on then, they also were showing the Scrambler. This is perhaps my favourite of the Spitfire range. Looks absolutely gorgeous, once again, a work of art as far as I'm concerned. Even that exhaust, look, a closed-end exhaust, looks fabulous with a little bit of blingy carbon on there as well. Once again, we've got that frame showing off all the welds, which looks superb. And there's the 600cc engine. They all use the same engine. It's a Husqvarna sourced unit, by the way. Puts out something like 55 brake horsepower, 600cc, ample for this sort of machine. So that dimple on the fuel tank there, not too keen on that. They all have that. I suspect that's to do with steering lock. But anyway, that's the only thing I don't like about the bike. Everything else looks absolutely fabulous. And yeah, you can see the dimple there on the tank at the top left. Look, again, I imagine it's so the steering doesn't bind on it. And again, the same instrument binnacle. Next up, we've got this is the flat tracker. This may be my favourite. It's between this and the Scrambler for me. Again, lovely attention to detail on this bike. The headlight on it looks absolutely stunning. I love that sort of double stacked fare. And the front mudguard with that bit of billet work on there looks really good, as does the seat cowl and that beautiful seat. Again, it's just been properly designed, hasn't it? It looks really, really nice. Even like the brown handlebar grips. That exhaust, again, work of art with some nice welding action. And that same the same engine. The flat track, if you want one of them, 9,995 on the road. Next up then, we have the CAF Racer. I'm not normally a CAF Racer fan, but I think CCM have done a lovely job on this one. Got the clip-ons, you know, classic CAF Racer look, but they've not overdone it. Again, it's got that dimple on the fuel tank I'm not so keen on. Looks good with this racing stripe down the tank and the lovely diamond patterned brown seat. And I love what they've done with the indicators at the back of the cowl here as well. Really, really neat. If you want the CAF Racer, that's 9,274 on the road. So what's that, £700 cheaper than the flat tracker or the Bobber. But I think it does look great with the blingy gold wheels as well. For some reason, I always go for gold wheels. Really like what they've done with the sort of minimalist look on these bikes. Not much in the way of exposed cable work around the engine. It's all tucked away neatly and just works, I think. And there's those air filters again that really sets it off. And that was it for the CCM stand at Elite London.
So there we have it. That was Elite London. Bit of a strange event, as I suspected, but nonetheless, got to have a good old look at the CCM motorbikes there. Not only the Bobber, but all the other models as well, which was rather splendid. As I leave, I'm glad to see I've got a white van. It's not too posh for white vans. Excellent. And anyway, enjoyed a good close-up look at the bikes there. Hope that was of some interest to you. So that's it for now. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Until then, this has been the Mr. Flyer. Cheerio.